What up, guys? Welcome back to Sumerians. Now, in this one, we're going to be doing a new game because I've learned quite a little bit while I was playing this on stream. Gonna pick a large world and you'll see just what I mean. Alright, so as you can tell, I'm in pretty high spirits. Um, just good day, good vibes. You know, Pill's acting nicely to me. And everything's going good. Plus, we hit 1,000 subscribers, got monetization, so I can possibly make just a little bit of pocket change from doing these videos. But guys, if you want to support me a little bit farther and help me out with the grind, you guys can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That would definitely help me out down below. You can also go ahead and, you know, if you want, there's a PayPal link down there. There's also a Discord and all that other fun jazz as well. Now, I did mess this up already, so I'm going to quickly fix what I messed up. You guys don't know what it is. It's the audio. I need to fix that 1 second. And just like that, it takes like 1 second. Wow, that was quick. Alright, I keep trying to rotate things with specific buttons, and it's not a good idea because now I just hit this R button. There we go. T is how you get your angle back. Okay, cool. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I keep forgetting which buttons are to rotate because I play a lot of games, and all the games that I play, they have a lot of different things. Now, instead of us doing what I was about to do, I'm actually going to put this kind of like in the middle here because what I want to do is I want to go right into farming as soon as I can. And we're going to go right here. We're going to do one massive farm. We're going to leave a room for like a roadway. We're going to go for another massive farm, and then we're going to go with a tinier kind of farm here. Actually, you know what? I want it to be kind of even in a way. So we'll go for a tiny little farm here, and then maybe we'll do a tiny little blotch extra because it looks like it's not the proper length. But that actually just looks weird. But oh well, I don't care. We're going to leave it like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this into flax, which I've never done before. I don't know what flax is really used for. And then we're going to get a farm going right about there. Now I need to rotate it. Again, I need to remember what buttons are what. I'm going to put it kind of like on a little diagonal system just like that. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm also going to grab this little transporter here, and I'm going to put him on a diagonal system as well. And then we're going to jump into here, and we're going to start getting our builder, which our builder I think is going to be the main middle grounds of our town. I have learned quite a bit playing this, so I don't really want a big town right now. What I want to do is I want to build up a tiny little town here, and I want it to literally just look really cute and nice. I don't need it to look perfect, I just want it to look amazing. Kind of counteracts what I was saying, but oh well. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do 3 there for now. 2 here. Everything's a little bit crooked, but I guess that's just life. And we'll do 3 there. Again, the markets will kind of be mainly in the middle area here. And why is that? It's because I want the main town to kind of circle around the markets here. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. Now what we can do also is we can get a little bit of homes put in. So I'll put 1 home here. I'll put 1 home here. And then what I'll do is I'll try to put 2 homes here. Actually, can I get 2 homes just like that? I can. Awesome. I'm going to put 1 home here with a little gap in between it, and then we'll do possibly 3 in a row. Fantastic. That's not too bad. That is quite a little bit. And then we're going to do 1 block here, which was supposed to be 2. There we go. And then we'll do another neighboring block, let's say here, and this one's actually going to have 3 going like this. So it's going to be like a little neighborhood kind of area. It looks pretty cute, and I don't mind it at all. And then we'll have the little industry of workshops, which will have 1 workshop go here, 1 workshop go here, and we'll have, let's say, 3 workshops. Okay, or 2. We'll get 2. That's fine. We'll get 2, and then I want 3, so we'll get 3 workshops there. I'm going to kind of lay out the foundation of our base here and kind of make things look a little bit prettier as we also go ahead and build it to be proper. Now, we're going to need a mud temple inside our little town here. So what we can do is we can go ahead and turn this around with whatever key it is, because like I said, I keep forgetting. And we can have this kind of line up, let's say, right here. That sounds pretty good to me. Now, I want a guard tower because I want my little town to stay kind of safe. And I want it to do really well, so we're going to go put a guard tower up. And I want my town to actually have access to water without having to go super far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle this around my farm a little bit, have it kind of come around in a kind of like a circle motion. And the best way to do that is just by spam clicking whenever you see it fit. So we're going to kind of do a little turning action here. And it's going to go straight because our temple is going to be here. a little curves. Again, try not to be too perfect with this. And I want my town, like I said, I want them to have easy access to water. Just because personally, water is like one of the most important things of life. For those that don't have easy access to water, it's just extremely, extremely depressing. So let's go ahead and, wow, I can actually get this to go really far, which is fantastic. Heck yeah, look at that. That's actually an amazing little water bed there. And then I want to grab this here, and I want to do the kind of like the same thing if I can. Perfect. It's actually letting me, which is amazing. We can literally get some water in the middle of town here. That's actually phenomenal. Heck yeah, I love that. That's amazing. Now I want to go back to this. It's gonna be a little tricky. All right, we're gonna have to go out again. Kind of loop all the way back, if it allows me to. That is. Doesn't seem like it wants to go straight. Now it does, which is fantastic. There we go. Need that back out there, and that's gonna allow our people to kind of get like a cool shape of our little town going on here. Now, in order for us to advance in a lot of architecture and all that fun stuff, we're gonna need walls, and you have to have this actually surround your entire town. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start with our first little pieces of the wall here. We're going to go straight across just like this, cross over into the water, have it go a little bit out, because now what we're going to do is we're going to get communal farming. It's going to be kind of in this area here, not too much of it hopefully, but also enough to make our people a little bit satisfied. So we're going to go again. Try to keep it a little bit on the curved side, because, you know, everything's better as long as she has a little bit of curve. Let's go like this, like that. Again, we're going to try to do a little bit. We're going to make our town like a little bit fancy, but also make it look nice, because I don't want it to just to be one weird shape. I want it to actually look really good. So we're going to go like that, and we're going to cross over. And voila, that's going to complete that little town perfectly for us. Now, like I said, I want to do some communal stuff over here, like community farms. But instead of doing community farms, first thing I need to focus on is getting a mud pit. Now, I wouldn't want a mud pit near our little church area. So what we're going to do is, if it allows me to... Ooh, we might not be able to put communal farms in here, I just realized. What we could do is we can actually have a mud pit on the outskirts of town. Possibly two. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then we can get this bricklaying area. Kind of put two right down the middle here. We'll go back to the wall and we'll put a gate in. We'll get a gate for the town here. And then we'll grab a gate for the town, let's say just right here. And then we'll also get a gate for the town going on behind the temple. Now, since we did that, we're going to need access to cross the water. So we're going to have a bridge here. We're going to throw a bridge up right there. And we're going to throw a bridge here. Now, I would like to see if this is possible to become this, which it's not. So this can most likely become communal living. That sucks. We have to really look at our map then, because there's like no proper land for farm, which kind of sucks. So we're going to really have to play on the outskirts of this map, which isn't too bad. It's just going to be a little bit of a difficult challenge. All I want to do with this game is, I don't really, like, beating it, I don't know how you beat this game. First of all, I have no idea how you beat this game. But what I want to do is I want to play and make beautiful cities and beautiful towns, and that's pretty much what I'm planning to do here by doing what I'm doing. Now, we might be able to bring water in, which will fertilize their lands, which would be freaking amazing if that's a possible thing. Again, I don't know if that is or isn't. We can place some trees down here, which is awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to make this little temple look like rich and beautiful, like where you would want to go for your prayer. Which, I'm not a guy that does prayer and all that fun stuff, but I don't discriminate people that do it. I feel like people that actually have belief are stronger willed and stronger hearted. So, unlike me, I'm weak hearted clearly. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this look like a nice little place for belief. For people that can go and, you know, lift out their sins, or, you know, go and get some help during hard times. So that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to make it look like a nice, beautiful little area. And I think it'll be really cool. So actually, I'm going to have to delete this one, because I didn't get it how I wanted it. I'm going to try and push it to the max. Try to keep it as close as I can, like that. Because I would like to put two side by side, which I can now that I did that. So that's sweet. It's just a nice little sweet spot right there, which is good. Now we're going to go ahead and rotate. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep this straight. just like that, we'll say. And we'll get another one kind of put right here. And then we'll put one possibly straight down the middle, and we'll put two. So they'll have to walk through that. And I think that's going to look absolutely amazing. Now, we're probably going to fail the first month or two or whatever, because that's how this game normally starts out. Your first state of living is almost nearly impossible. It's actually extremely hard to do. So that's sadly how things are going to go here. And now, since we did realize we can't have any communal farms, I'm going to build a little bit of communal farms up here. And by a little, I mean like a good chunk of them. And we're going to go back into the wall option, and we're going to actually expand. We're going to expand, I want to say, about here. And maybe we'll do, again, a weird little shape that will come just like this. And the reason we're going to do a weird little shape like that is we're going to actually put more proper farms out here as well. What we'll do is we'll do a strain of them, kind of like that. Alright, we're going to have to do it like that pretty much. That's it. Because we can't actually get it to go onto this land here. So there we go. That's not too bad. And again, we're going to grab... my voice just died. And again, we're going to grab this here. So again, like I said, our people are most likely going to die. That's just how it is on the first few times. It's a little bit difficult. But as things go, and once this gets cultivated, we're going to do really well. Now, this here got destroyed, so that sucks. I'm going to have to go in here and figure out which one it is. It's a house. So we're going to have to go in here and put down a house all over again. Hopefully we can get the right angle. I don't think we'll be able to. That person had a really nice home too, because they're right by the water. And now we have to go ahead and destroy this one in order to put a house by the water. Just like that. And then we can actually put that back there. So hopefully that's okay. Now our people who are the builders, where are they at? Right here. I want them to focus on walls to be one of the most important things. Water is going to be the utmost important thing. Same with farming, of course. Again, like I said, that's going to be one of the most difficult things for us to do. So I don't mind that being like a little bit weighted. And then we'll go with the walls. Walls for safety plus upgrades on the housing, so our people aren't going to complain about the housing. And then we can go with prayer followed by everything else. Maybe military would be a good one to bump up pretty high. So let's go and do that. Let's get military to be kind of one of the most important jobs. And now, like I said, our people are going to struggle right off the bat, but that's just how the game is. It struggles quite hard. Early game is one of the hardest ones. I bet you 10 to 1 if you did a small cultivated harvest, aka a whole bunch of small little plots or whatever, I feel like you would do a lot more, a lot better and be a lot more successful. So hopefully that works there. Now, you could go inside here and get some bricks put down as well. This isn't really going to be too useful until way later on. So we're only going to need one for this tiny little town here. Hopefully this town actually flourishes. Now, since that town is completed, I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to build a super tiny town over here. Actually, not super tiny town, but I'm going to build another town over here off in the distance. Actually, you know what'd be sick? Making somebody live over here. That actually sounds like an amazing idea. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get somebody to live on this place. This person's going to be all here by themselves. Alright, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to have your own little farm going on, which isn't too bad. There's an Amber Alert going on right now because somebody's been kidnapped. That's kind of messed up. But we're going to get a couple of these farms up here. I think that's going to be kind of cool. And then what we can even do is we can get a little trade market. Make this like its own little, you know, like its own little town. I think that'd be kind of cool. And then if we have to, we can get one of those there. And if I can, we could put like a little tiny farm going on here, which would be kind of funny. So these people, not only do they have like a decent happy life, they also can provide some food for me to kind of be like their payment for living on this little island, which I think is kind of cool. Again, our people are going to constantly die until this gets harvested. Once this fully gets harvested, I feel like we'll do a lot better. Now, that's not too bad. There's a little tiny home and little capital going on over there. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that by itself. Our people are building the walls. They also started the trenches, which is pretty cool. Our food is at I'm going to say it's going to go up to 300. We probably were going to fail the second wave of incoming people as well, which is going to suck. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a little tiny capital over here, like I said I wanted to do. So we're going to grab, let's say, a builder's house. Again, we can put the industrial stuff kind of on here. And I'll put, don't actually need any of this stuff, I don't think. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all this stuff kind of situated here. We're going to get the builder's hut. We're going to get ourselves the little traveler dude. I don't know if I did a farm in this area yet, but the farm should be closer to the Greenland. So we're going to do that. We're going to go into here. We're going to have to build storage as well. So we'll do that there. I think I need to do, actually I don't need to do that for the little town. The little town could just go travel. And what we can do is we can get a little bit of a guardhouse going on this area. It's going to be a super tiny town again. But this town, I hopefully is going to bring us a lot of food. Because this is where our main food capital is going to be. I want to do it like that. And I can rotate it, which is actually phenomenal. So, of course, people are going to leave the city. Like I said, that's fine. I'm expecting that to happen. Sadly, that's just how it's going to be for a little bit. I'm going to do big farms, followed by little streets of farms, just to see how things go. Hopefully it goes well over here, because like I said, this is going to be hopefully the food capital of our island. Not really, I guess, yeah, food capital of the island, because we can start a whole bunch of other little capitals. It's just getting this one situated, hopefully will be okay. There we go. And again, I want to kind of keep going by 3 up until the edge here. So can I get that down? Almost. There we go, fantastic. So this is going to be a big farm, which we have that farm there. So it just reaches. It might not fully reach, so I'm going to go ahead and put 2 farmers on this area. Like I said, this is going to be the big food capital. So again, what we can do is we can grab a big farm again over here to kind of use up the land. So just like that, that actually looks really good to me. We can now go ahead and do some of the farms that the people want to have. So what we'll do is we'll put one there. We'll grab this, throw it back down. This is just going to be for literally farmland. Like this entire area up here is based just farmland. And I don't see anything wrong with that either, so I don't see why not. Okay, if I can move this a little closer. No, I can't get 4 in there. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. This is a lot of farmland. So the town here, it's going to be small, but it's also going to be big. I know it kind of makes no sense. But that's how it's going to be. So we're going to just put random ones down. Don't need them to be perfect. I just want them to look nice. So that's probably enough houses. Even though I'm still constantly putting more down. It's just because I think kind of oddly, I guess you'd say. Think a little bit differently. So our people are constantly stuck. We're stuck at the food bar right now. Hopefully things get situated and fixed, which would be fantastic, but it looks like we're going to struggle for a little while, which sucks. Which absolutely sucks. So what I need to do is I need to go inside. There's some place, I forget which one it is, that allows you to focus on specific tasks. Now, how can I do that? How can I have it so people focus on farms? Unless I'm thinking of a different game, but I don't think I am. Production. Farming seems to be #1. So maybe it's just we're just having bad luck right now. Hopefully everything kind of situates itself and kind of fixes it up once they start bringing in more cultivated harvests. They are bringing in food here, possible food up here, and then hopefully they're going to be bringing food over here as well. Now, in order for us to even get in this area, I need a builder's hut, which I thought I did put down. I did. Okay. We just don't have enough people for it yet. Now I want to go ahead and wall this off because this is going to be a community of its own. So we're going to wall it off from basically the entire world, I guess. And what we can do is, if that's not going to work there, we can go ahead and delete this. Grab this wall here. Reattach it. Try to squeeze it in here. There we go. And again, I'm gonna have to chop this one up. That's completely fine. Fairly well. Let's get this going. Gonna get it to hopefully loop in a little bit. Again, we're still losing people, which sucks, but once we hit a certain boom, we'll be okay. It's just getting to that part is one of the hardest parts of the game. So we're gonna have our gate to our city lead to the farmland. I think that's a really good idea. So we'll have one there, and then we'll have one to this side of the farmland as well. And that's where people are gonna kind of come in and out of. Now, I didn't do water at all really in this town, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab water. We're gonna try and throw it, right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this water, and we should be able to put it in just like that. Do a little cheeky click, and it worked. Basically, if the item's not gonna go where you want it to, if you keep try spam clicking, it will eventually. Like all this stuff, I'm managing to get this in, even though it's not supposed to be able to happen. So there we go. It's fine with me. It works. So like I said, just keep spam clicking, and it will go in. It just can take a little bit. Like, look at that. Oh, yeah. Perfecto. That's exactly what we need. Now I'll go put a well in here. I'll put a well right here. And then I'll put a well also on the outskirts. That way they have water. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. These people might need a well, which is probably a really good idea. We'll put it right by their home. And again, we'll do the same thing over here. We'll put a well right there. We'll put a well for drinking water right here. We'll put a well over here, and we'll put a well just right there as well. So I think everything's gonna go according to plan. As long as everything kind of pans out okay, I think we're gonna be okay. But guys, this is Sumerians. If you enjoyed it, again, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff down below. My name's Daniel. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving likes. Thank you for hitting that notification button. But like always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.